Hello, my name is Matthew, and we're back for part two of my Madrid Q&A, the answering session, and we'll just keep going. So this is from Lee Kempter. Hi, Lee. Um, I would like to hear all about the Prado, Museo del Prado. I was told a long time ago that it was one of the best and most beautiful museums in the entire world. So please talk about the pictures you saw. Was it huge? Was it free to get in? Please share about the architecture of the building too. Is it one of those places where you could spend 2 weeks and not see everything? When you go to Madrid again, what will you see a second time? I would like to hear you talk about the art. I'm so happy you were home safely and that it was a gorgeous trip. Um, can't tell you how happy I am that you had such a great time. So, thoughts on the Museo del Prado. Just this magnificent, monumental, um, historical museums. This incredibly old, cared for, and huge. It's labyrinthine. It's just this gigantic museum, and Andrea and I saw so many Velázquez's and Goya's, and then countless numbers of painters that I had never heard of, we had never heard of, and I don't know if you just started marching through the museum. I don't think that it would take 2 weeks to get through. As far as spending time, if you wanted to spend time with these paintings and appreciate them one on one without having that sensory overload, it would be months. It would be months, years to go through and to really spend time with the paintings that are just so lustrously beautiful. And many of these paintings, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th century paintings that are so well realized and have that kind of old masters techniques of using oils. Um, the Museo del Prado had the Garden of Earthly Delights, that triptych. It's this cabinet that opens up by Ariana Bosch. I can't remember the names of the Velázquez's, but seeing Andrea like just running over to the Velázquez paintings, that was great fun. And it was impressive to see the Goyas, to see a span of Goya's work in person, and to see the changes in style. Um, Velázquez seemed to be very consistently a court painter, was painting the royal classes. Um, Goya, you could see the evolution of making money as a type of court painter into things that were more personal and had additions of social commentary, and the strangeness and darkness of some of the Goyas. Now, was it free? There are certain times of day, every day, that the museum is free, and you can tell because there's a line wrapping around the block. Andre and I decided to pay to get in. We paid tickets, and it's still bustling and busy. It's a lively place. It's a living museum, not a hallowed, dusty, dark halls of neglected artwork. Uh, And I would recommend, I would pay. Otherwise, you're just standing in a crowded line. Um, and in that sense, you would never get through the whole museum. You wouldn't get close to the Garden of Earthly Delights or some of the more remarkable Velázquez paintings. Um, and I think that might have been everything. The architecture and the sculpture. There's so many sculptures throughout the streets of Madrid. We saw sculptures of Goya and Velázquez and Cervantes and other people that I didn't know. We were in a park, the Royal Park, that has this long walking boulevard with statues on each side at these periodic distances. The statues are facing each other, and you feel like a king and a queen just walking through this magnificent park with these sculptures. And I mean, there's so many buildings that were just unbelievable to look at. The detail and care and the intricacies, um, all of those ornamentations and elaborations, um, to make it look like something really, really unique and special. And sometimes it would be something like that, and it looks like a palace, and it turns out it's the post office or something, but it's the post office from 300 years ago that's still running. It's, uh, the different ministries, these government buildings that um, it was just amazing. I'm not terribly good with periods of style when it comes to architecture, so I don't know if it was Baroque or something like that. Let's see. That reading guy. Um, how was it to meet your girlfriend for the first time after knowing her for so long, only through Zoom calls, texts, emails? Was it awkward at first? You know them, but not really until you see them in person. Is that true? And it could be true. For some people, that very well could be true. Um, I didn't have that feeling. I feel almost certain Andrea didn't have that feeling. Um, I didn't have any awkwardness or feelings of awkwardness. I was nervous. Um, Andrea was nervous too, equaled with um, excitement. The moment that we met, I had any feeling of consternation just wash away. Um, I think it was helpful that meeting at the airport, we still had these practical things that we had to do. There was a bus station that we needed to be at to make sure we're getting. So we were kind of already um, working together and having direction. By the time we got on the bus, we were able to um, had spent just now a little bit of time together. We could match each other's heights and realize proportions, um, see how we walk and smile and side eye each other, and everything felt almost instantly natural. I do think um, the 2 years um, of talking every day meant that I know what you mean. You meet someone for the first time, it's different, but um, I felt like I was meeting someone that I already knew and already knew why I was on this trip. Okay, let's see. Uh, the 214 Horatio. Um, Hi, Matthew. My only question is, would you consider setting up a Patreon account? Um, I think I tried maybe a year or two ago. I thought that I had a video um, or in some video talking about it. I know that I had it, and it kind of went to neglect. Um, I off and on think about different ways of using my channel in, a- in an industrious way. So either having ads or different avenues that I could either make a living or make a side income from something that I'm doing. A Patreon account might be, getting enough money to get a couple books that I could talk about. Um, but I'll consider it. Again, I'd have to see if I already have an account, if it's still active, um, and what I have to offer. I think sometimes there's like additional benefits with Patreon accounts, like additional content and things like that. Um, those are things to think about. I don't know if it's worth $10 a month or $1 a month just for me making videos whenever I feel like it. If you have any ideas, I guess, please let me know. I'd be interested. Um, James Ferns. Hi, Matthew. Hope you're doing well. What kind of music are you into? And my interest in music has really unconsciously decreased over the years. Um, I listen to the radio on my way to work, so on my commute, and I just put on radio stations. I have a local college radio station that I listen to, um, the country station, and then um, kind of the current popular music that's in rotation, the radio station that has like the same 5 songs that play over and over again. I generally find um, the music on all the stations to be either forgettable or terrible. But I do like to listen to whatever's new. Um, if I was putting things on for myself, for rock music, it's the Beatles, Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, really just the standards, the Rolling Stones. Um, I'll say the music that I most often play in the house, which would be when I'm cleaning or doing errands or doing chores, things like that. Um, Lots of Duke Ellington, a lot of jazz, Thelonious Monk, Miles Davis, John Coltrane. Um, I like Cole Porter, and I like it because it's kind of like background music that's just very comforting. Stevie Wonder, I love Stevie Wonder. I love Dolly Parton. There's a whole bunch of musicians. Okay, we're actually getting towards the end, so let's see. I know this is a long one. Let's see. Actually, I'm going to stop this one now because I think the next question might require a little bit more time, and I don't want to cut it short or cut the question in half. So we'll just do another video. I'll be right back. Thank you.